Yo, what's up, Chicago? Intellectualradio.com. I am the queen of hip hop and R&B. Y'all already know my name, Miss Cheryl Sistrunk. Are y'all ready to find out what is going on in the United States of America, in Chicago? It is a mess. It is the good, the bad, and the ugly all over Chicago today. And I don't even know where to start. I got so much good news that I actually don't even know where to start. But you know what? We'll start with let's talk about the Black Lives Matter. You know, I don't know if you guys are really understanding, but Black death is the biggest commodity in the world. And y'all may not understand this. You know, all of this black killing, all this black death, all these black murders, the police murdering this young man, the lady police shooting this young man. Baby, this is the biggest commodity, better than New York Times, anything that you can name. Black death is the biggest selling thing they got going. Black incarceration, just everything black and murder is a pot of gold. Because Black Lives Matter co-founder resigns and amid misused donation controversy. Now they have a couple of young ladies that were over the Black Lives Matter Foundation, right? But one of them done resigned because they said you done use this money the wrong way, right? But co-founder of Black Lives Matter had decided to step down as the executive director of the movement's foundation amid controversy over misused donation. Her name is Patrice Cullors, who has been at the helm of the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation for nearly 6 years. Announced the big news on Thursday. Patrice Cullors said Friday would be her last day. So that would be today, you guys, will be her last day, but also noted that her departure is not linked to what she branded right-wing attacks. That's a damn lie. Seeking to discredit her. She said, I've credited the infrastructure and the support and the necessary bones and foundation so that I can leave. Cullors told the Associated Press, it feels like the time is right. The 37-year-old activist also said her resignation has been planned for over a year and she is leaving to focus on a book and the TV deal. She's a damn lie. She's leaving because she bought that big, beautiful, bodacious $1 million home over there with the white folks. Here you talking about Black Lives Matter and you done moved out of the Negro hood and moved into an all white safe hood and done ran up with all this money. The first crime that started the whole Black Lives Matter was Mike Brown. Mike Brown Sr. told him, y'all can have me a couple of the millions of dollars that y'all made off my son's death. So Black death definitely is the key why they are not stopping the violence. They are not stopping the crimes. They are not passing any anti-black hate bills because that is the biggest $1 billion begamment in the world is Black death. And if y'all don't know, y'all some damn fools, okay? The first death now of this week was what? 83rd and Stony Island. Somebody was just murdered, I think maybe at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock today at 83rd and Stony. So I know a lot of y'all don't care about your kids. I know y'all worried about twerking and keeping up with the Joneses, right? But my thing to every parent that has a child, if them children are from the age of 1 to 21, them children have no business outside during school hours. A lot of these deaths are happening during school hours. You know, I think something about a little 16-year-old baby was just killed, but they killing them during school hours. Had these children been online or in school or whichever way that you feel safe with doing your child's education, we would not be burying our children today. But I know y'all think I'm a damn fool, but do it how y'all want to do it. But I just want to let you know, baby, every time that there's a black death, there is some money to be made off of that death. So I just know y'all are very shocked when I tell it to you. Now, I know I made you guys laugh this week on Facebook when I said I be seeing so many great statuses from y'all, and I was about to like a few, but I looked at the name and I remembered you never liked none of my stuff, so F yours too, right? So I know it is graduation season. I know it's birthday season. I know it's Pookie and Wayne and Tay Tay and them finna graduate out of high school and college, and you ain't been on Facebook in an entire year. So guess what? You missed it 4 of my kids' birthdays. So all of graduations, I ain't saying congratulations. I ain't saying happy birthday. I'm petty like that. You get it? If you didn't write on my page, I ain't writing on yours. I mean, I do believe in do unto me that you would have me do unto you. Okay. And that may be harsh to some of y'all. But that's just the way Bang 'em Up roll, okay? All right, you guys, I want you to get an ink pen and piece of paper. All hands on deck. I know a lot of y'all are using the excuse that white America will not hire you and that you don't have a job, your woman don't want you, your kids beat you up, ain't no milk in the refrigerator. But here we go today. CTA is hiring all hands on deck. They're doing a direct hiring event. It's a CTA second chance program. No social services referral needed. You ain't got to go to Father Flagler to get this job. You ain't got to go nowhere to get this job. All you need to do, there's 150 open positions. All backgrounds are eligible. That means if you're a felon, you're eligible. That means if you got a domestic violence case, you're eligible. That means if you got a case where you done left your kids home alone, you are eligible. DCFS case, listen, whatever case, whatever background you have, you are eligible for the second chance program because God, we serve a God of a second chance. And CTA is giving everybody a second chance at the tree. Now you just definitely go to https /2/ second chance interest question pro.com. CTA second chance interest question pro.com. And if you look on my Facebook page, it's definitely up there. I'll make sure that I post it. It is effective until July 1st. It's a figure, you're starting off at $15 an hour. Now, this is the key with applying for CTA. If you are using drugs and you are not going to stop, CTA is not the job for you, okay? If you're a winehead and you cannot stop, CTA is not the job for you. If you don't like listening to what people tell you to do, CTA is not the job for you. If you do not like dressing in a uniform at work every day with the correct uniform, CTA is not the job for you, okay? Because they do not play about your uniform. They do not play about attendance. They do not play about coming to work, being on time. If you're scheduled to work at 2, you cannot come at 2:45, okay? They want you there at 2. So, through misses and CTA do not need you, baby. They will release you back to the public and unemployment that you're used to, okay? So, if you're not going to put the weed down and the liquor down, CTA is not for you. But I'm going to make sure that I repost this again on my page until July 1st. Everyone that wants a job, this will be a great opportunity for you guys because CTA is definitely a step in the right direction. You know, I did 12 years with Jesse White. Had I did my 12 here and I just finished 8, I'll be 20 years in the door with CTA. And I loved the Secretary of State, but CTA is 10 times better. Okay? So if you're looking for a job, inbox me. I will make sure that I send it to everybody. Everyone is welcome. It's a direct hiring event. And I don't want you guys saying that nobody will help you. Intellectualradio.com, popping off with Cheryl Sistrunk, is going to pop you off and tell you about everything that is moving in the city of Chicago. Now, all of the rest of you lovely people that love to ride CTA but always writing something nasty on Facebook and Instagram. CTA unveils a discount fares on selective passes for summer travel. Now, a lot of people used to purchase the 1 day. The 1 day used to be $10. From now until Labor Day, the 1 day pass that is for 24 hours is $5, everybody. Then they have the 7 day. The 7 day used to be $28. It has now dropped to $20. And then they have the 3 day. The 3 day pass used to be $20. It has now dropped to 15. So that's a 25% saving, and for all the traveling this week. Um, as I said, these special fairs will run from Memorial Day to Labor Day throughout the entire pandemic. I think this is some type of initiative that Lori Lightfoot is going to sue the riders, but I don't know about all of that. But I think that if you're trying to get a job, this will be the way to go. But if you get employed at CTA, you ride free for the rest of your life. So that is another great option with CTA. You ride free for the rest of your life, even when you retire, everybody. All right, so let's get back to normalcy. Let's see. Okay, you guys. It is so many things that is going on. Let me give you guys some upliftment today. I saw this lovely lady named Anita Carton wrote this on her page. She said, may God remember you like Noah, favor you like Moses, honor you like Mary, fight for you like the Israelites, prosper you like Isaac, promote you like Joseph, intervene for you like Esther, protect you like Daniel, use you like Paul, heal you like Nehemiah, answer you like Elijah, appoint you like David, keep you like Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. This definitely is a prayer for each and every one of you guys. Amen, amen, amen. Now, I asked for strength, and God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom, and God gave me problems to solve. I asked for prosperity, and God gave me brains and brawn to work. I asked for courage, and God gave me danger to overcome. I asked for love, and God gave me troubled people to help. I asked for favors, and God gave me opportunities after opportunities. I received nothing I wanted. I received it, everything I needed. Okay, you guys. So definitely Chicago is changing. I wouldn't really say it's for the better, but we just have to be very watchful of what is going on in the city. CPD has a new foot pursuit policy that they're implementing, I guess, to stop all of the crimes and all of the murders and different things. For the first time in Chicago, there's a formal policy that includes the following provisions. Department members are required to balance the risk of engaging in a pursuit with the need to apprehend the subject. Officers and supervisors will not be disciplined for deciding not to engage in or continue a foot pursuit or for instructing a foot pursuit to be discontinued based on reasonable assessment of an incident. Well, this is only coming because of the Adam Toledo and so many other cases where people have run away from the police and were either murdered or shot in the back or something. So definitely there will be specific prohibitions to foot patrols or foot pursuit. CPD will not pursue for an offense is less than a Class A demeanor, but they're not telling y'all which ones are a Class A demeanor. Traffic offenses. So if you get out your car and you run, they're not going to chase you for that. So we have to really basically look up all of the things that they're saying that they're not going to do a foot patrol or chase the subjects. But I don't see anything about that they're not going to shoot during a foot patrol. I know they say they'll stop running, but it's not, so it's not clear to me. I don't know. I'll be reading between the lines. I'll be reading between the white lines because I'm black, okay? Okay. So Chicago, a city I love, is going downhill so fast. We are officially the new Detroit. So I don't know, you guys. So let's get down and talk about the city of Chicago and all around the world. Everybody was celebrating the death of George Floyd. I never understood this about when people die. Y'all celebrate the death, you celebrate their birthday, and you celebrate the death. And I know the George Floyd family went to the White House to meet with the president, which I feel that they should not have met the president. The Asian hate bill passed, and nobody picked it, nobody did anything, and we're still waiting for them to pass the anti-hate bill. And going to shake hands don't mean anything when your family is in the ground because of racism and this white supremacy that they feel that they have. Now, George Floyd didn't give or sacrifice his life for justice. We need to stop saying this when honoring him. He wanted to live. He begged to live. These are important distinctions as we continue this fight. You know, George Floyd, he deserved a life that was not celebrated because of his death. Rest in peace, George Floyd, who was brutally murdered in broad daylight by police officer Derek Chauvin in Minneapolis, Minnesota, on this day in 2020. So I don't want to celebrate his death because we definitely have a long way to go. We're still, even in the Emmett Till situation, nothing has changed since Emmett Till. And I know y'all think we have progressed, but we have not. We have not progressed. But this is the key at watching. And I know we like Instagram. I know we like Facebook. But start your morning off with watching the news. Watch Channel 7, Channel 2, Channel 5. Even when you're driving, turn it to WBBM and listen to what they are saying so you will know what is going on in your area. Okay? So, um, as I said, the Asians didn't have to march, they didn't have to protest, they did not beg, they did not even pray to get a bill passed on hate crimes against them. So I want all you guys to let that sink in. That they didn't pray, they didn't beg, they didn't march, they didn't protest. So that means they in with the rest of the cahoots, okay? So we've been praying and we've been marching and we've been begging for over 400 years. And that is time out for that. And I want to just tip my hat off to Tyrone Muhammad, who's definitely a warrior in the streets here in Chicago. If you guys do not know who Tyrone Muhammad is, you need to check him out on Intellectual Radio. You have to follow his Facebook page. You know, I'm for anybody that furthers the cause, that brings light to the different things that is going on in Chicago. We're dealing with the bait trucks that Martin G. Johnson continues to find all over the city of Chicago to bait our young men into opening these trucks and being arrested. We're dealing with no licenses have been given out, and I think it's 2 years now since they have legalized marijuana, and the governor and the mayor has became legalized drug dealers, you know. And Tyrone Muhammad and all of his people that is organized with him are bringing light to the different destructions of Chicago, how they locked up all of our young men and our young women for having weed or smoking weed or selling weed. And now they out on the corner selling it better than us. You get it? So they done legalize it to pay their light bill, their gas bill, when they gave our young men 20 years and gave them felonies for trying to feed their families the same way. So definitely we want to tip our hat to Tyrone Muhammad and everyone that was locked up with Tyrone Muhammad. They call him the Dreadhead Cowboy. They know him for having his horse on the expressway. We definitely want to tip our hat off. His name is Adam Hollingsworth. Um, he was one of the young men that was arrested on the damn ride with Tyrone Muhammad. Um, 42-year-old Gregory Sherman, 41-year-old Victoria Herring, and 45-year-old Ralph Edwards. Everyone that continues to push further and bringing these crooks of Chicago to light. and showing Lori Lightfoot and Governor Pritzker as the crooks that they truly are. This advancement of turning over this marijuana to be legal has not benefited you. It has not benefited me, but it has dang on show benefited everybody cocaine. Because there's no one there black working. They got them at the security. They have them at security at the door to hold you and me off. But there's no one in there pulling home $100,000. They're making $1 million probably an hour selling marijuana in Chicago, and there are no black folks, no minorities to have a piece of the pie. I mean, no one has their licenses yet. No one has been approved. So I'm wondering, was all this a shell game to fool African Americans to believe that you have a chance? It's time to wake up, you guys. A loud alarm is sounding all over the world, calling for us to come forth to take a personal and universal stand. Okay? So, everybody, you have to stand up and be accountable for what is going on in Chicago. I know a lot of y'all still scared. It's nothing wrong with you being scared. But stay in the house. Go to church and pray if y'all afraid. You know. And I'm sorry. That's probably why the Lord didn't put me here in 1800 and 1960, because He know I wasn't gonna shut up. Okay. So now let's talk about I don't know what we need to call her, Stupido El Dumbo, the mayor of the city of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot. She has now proposed first new Boys and Girls Club of Chicago in a generation to be built on a campus of a $95 million police and fire training academy. Okay, so Mayor Lightfoot wants to put a youth center on the campus of a police academy, which is amazing to me, right? Now, J. Mal Green said to build a youth center on the site of a police academy is the most idiotic idea ever. Where they'll be next to police and police gun ranges, what black young person is really going there, right? None. Who in their right mind is going to go to a Boys and Girls Club where the police is in the inside of the building also, right? I don't know if this is their way of trying to bridge the gap with the police and the young folks, but this is stupid. There are so many different buildings around the city of Chicago that they could have opened up. I mean, I just looked on your page, on my producer's page, or one for you, where they just designated a brand new basketball court. I mean, they won't even do a simple basketball court. They won't put the football fields together for these little kids. No soccer fields, no tennis courts. There is so many things that can be done for the youth here in Chicago that y'all are building. This is a way of trying to quiet the black folks down about a $95 million building being built, and we got homeless on the side of the express rail on Cermak and on Canal. I mean, y'all got $95 million just to throw away. But this is their way of stealing. This is their way of stealing all them billions of dollars that was given to the state of Illinois, that was given to the city of Chicago, and they want to, we're going to go and put it over here and put all the kids with them. So when the police are in their $95 million police new station or whatever y'all building for the people, and they in there shooting in the gun range, you know how loud a gun range is? So are y'all saying the kids can go over there and learn how to shoot range too? So now all that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Lori. I know your white comrades are whispering in your ear, but they telling you stupid things to do. There are so many things that $95 million could have done to the city of Chicago. All these allegedly dilapidated 50 schools that y'all got closed, we could have opened these schools back up. They could have had them washed down, and they could have sent our kids back to school the correct way. They could have been spaced out enough to where some teachers are over here, some teachers over there. But oh no, you wants to be the head nigga in charge. I get it. I understand it. But wisdom is supposed to be power. But to her, power is her wisdom. And she's getting dumber and stupider with everything that she does. I don't understand it. This is just sugarcoating a plan that is due to fail. The whole campus should be a youth center where young people can grow and thrive. Instead, it's a police academy. The real investment is going to police. It is not going to Chicago. And this is from J. Marl Green. $95 million training academy being built on the 4400 block of West Chicago Avenue has drawn opposition from Chance the Rapper, college students in Chicago and across the nation, and local youth organized under the No Cop Academy. So, regardless that she has people saying, no, no, don't go, she's saying, F you is my show. You see that? And this young lady has to be stopped. But we have 2 years to be tormented with stupidity. You get it? But this is the part of us voting these people in, and we have to be accountable for voting them in. We have to get these people up out of office, and she's the first to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Lori Lightfoot definitely has got to go. So I'm going to be out there, baby, on my off days, picketing and holding up signs. You have got to go, Lori. You have done your worst, because you haven't. This can't be your best. If this is your best, I don't know what to say about you, dumb, you stupid. I don't know. And we don't want to, as young kids, we learn, don't call nobody stupid, don't call everybody dumb, but your actions call you stupid. Your actions call you dumb. Your actions show Chicago that I don't care about your youth. I don't care about your kids. Black death is the biggest commodity they got going on. They can stop the looting, but they can't stop the shooting. They can't stop anything, but she can continue to build things that are going to help people that don't look like you and me. Okay? And I know we got a few people look like us that are police, but that is not even to benefit them. Okay? Because look at the firefighters. You maybe got 5 in the whole station that may be black. You get it? Too many people that's firefighters. They barely can get in there. But here on intellectualradio.com, I just want to make sure that you guys understand that we have to wake up, Chicago, wake up. All of this sitting at home and being quiet, time is up for that. All that twerking and popping, time out for all of that. You should know where your children are. You should know what to speak out against if the media happens to pull you downtown for some reason and the media stops you. You should be ready to speak out against these illegal licenses that they have only gave to white America, this white privilege that they still have going on that does not benefit you. It does not benefit me. It does not benefit our children. So it's time for y'all to get that lip gloss off your lip, baby, and learn to speak up and speak out, Chicago, because they better not ever put me in front of a microphone, because Cheryl Sistrunk gonna tell it. I'm going to pop off on the city of Chicago, and they're going to say, baby, what you say? Absolutely. Never be afraid to speak out against what is wrong in the city of Chicago, because, baby, it's not you today. It may be you tomorrow. You may need someone to help you guys tomorrow, and then even with the Daunte Wright case, to the female officers who shot and killed Daunte Wright in Minneapolis, she said it was a mistake. Cool, we cool with that. But the system we live in says when you make a mistake, it's consequences to that mistake. It's a lot of people in prison because what? They made a mistake, right? You shouldn't be any different. We don't want white America to think that they are different than us. We make mistakes every day and they hold us accountable. And we want the same thing. We want each and every one of you lovely people that make a mistake to be held accountable the same way. All our young black youth, they had weed in their pocket. They made a mistake. They were trying to feed, their brothers and sisters. Their mama could have been a drug addict. Their mama could have been killed, or whatever the situation was in their house. They made a mistake at that moment, and they wanted to be treated fairly, the same as these white officers that are getting away with murder. And I keep telling y'all how to get away with murder is to be a white man or a white woman. You can get away scot-free. So, intellectual radio, baby, gonna keep giving it to you. Now, first, know your worth. Second, control your emotions. And third, never settle. This is for everything that has something to do with your life. That's at work, that's at play, this is in relationship. Know your worth, control your emotions, and never settle. Never. And if you go about them little three little guidelines, you can make it in here, right? And always remember, everybody has something good to say about you. But you know what? You just got to die first for them to say it. Do you know that? Everybody got something good to say. Oh, they were such wonderful people. Oh, the Lord. Oh, and only way you gonna hear about it, but you ain't gonna hear it. You got to be dead first. If that ain't backwards, what is? Everybody got something nice to say about George Floyd. This man don't even know he was all that. Right? Probably couldn't buy $20 from the people that getting this money now. But everybody got something nice to say about you. You just got to be dead first for them to say it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a damn fool, but I just bring it to you, intellectual radio. Now listen, this is gonna make y'all laugh. A liar, worst enemy, is someone with a good memory. Do you know that? Always remember what people tell you. You know how people be talking, just running off and just be lying and flying, right? But when you have a good memory, you their worst enemy. They hate when you can tell them, no, you said this last week, baby. That ain't true. Okay. So listen, you guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this weather because, baby, I was ready to put on my bikini and my cute little top and come out here to this show. But, baby, Jack Frost say, baby, no, it's a no-go today. I didn't know if it was summer, spring, or fall, right? I mean, it was raining so hard. It was so cold. Everybody that put them coats up in them hampers, get them out, baby. It ain't over, okay? Get your coat. This is definitely the Windy City. So get your coat. You see what I'm rocking today? Team Mills, all right? Y'all know what I'm rocking. My nephew and them stuff. So Team Mills, y'all know what it is. Robert Taylor Finest. So definitely we want to keep everybody lifted in prayer all around the city of Chicago. The ones that don't know, the ones that can't go, and the ones that won't show. We keeping everybody lifted in prayer because some of y'all are still some house Negroes. Some of y'all are halfway woke and halfway sleep, okay? But on intellectual radio, popping off with Cheryl Sister, I'm going to wake y'all up. Now, I'm going to ring the bell. It's up for you to get up. Now, I'm going to ring it. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to hold the pictures up, all right? But it's up for you to get it and take it with you and learn what I'm trying to show you guys. I know a couple of y'all is afraid, but they don't need to be afraid because, one thing about death, it gets to everybody's house. It gets to your door, my door, the cousin door, the auntie, them door. So you have to be prepared for the worst. I always prepare for the worst. A lot of y'all just prepare for income tax. I prepare for the worst. I prepare if the lights go off, the gas go off. I got an account for everything. If anything happens, I got some money over there. You get it? So we want to prepare for the worst because Chicago, if you can't make it here, you can't make it anywhere. Chicago will prepare you for the crooks, the lying, the dying, the crying. You get it? But you guys have to be ready and able to understand what is going on now here. Now, God says, just remember me, and I'll give you everything. Money says, earn me, forget everything. Time says, follow me, and forget everything. And the future says, struggle for me, and forget everything. And God says, I forgive you. You get it? So listen, take your time and make sure that your next move is your best move. You have to wake up Chicago. This is not a time for nobody to be lacking. Everybody should be either on the left side or the right side. There should not be any more fence riders. We watched Martin Luther King's dream. We saw Malcolm's vision. We saw Sojourner's truth. You get it? We saw Nat Turner fight. We heard about Harriet pulling the slaves out, freeing the slaves. through the Underground Railroad. You should know something by now. Which side of the road do you stand on? Okay? And here on Intellectual Radio, as I keep telling it to y'all, I'm going to bring it to your intellect every week. We're going to learn something new. We're going to learn to stand up and be accounted for and stop being wimps and simps and afraid to stand up and talk. Y'all ain't afraid to argue with that woman about that man. I don't want y'all to be afraid to argue with the man about what she's doing wrong to our kids. Y'all ain't afraid to go bust this man window out when there's another woman in that car. You ought to be not afraid to stand up to the governor and tell him, where is our weed licenses at? So the same energy that you use to go fight and scratch another woman and another man about cheating on you, that should be the same energy that you have to make sure that your kids is in the house before 8 o'clock, to make sure that there's hot meals on the table, to make sure that your kids are going to school. We don't have a truant officer anymore. They took that away from us. But you are your children's best truant officer as their mother and as their father. Wake up, Chicago. The pot is brewing. It's either going to burn and spill over or it's going to mildly cook and simmer to perfection. And I'm sorry, Intellectual Radio popping off with Cheryl Sistrom is going to continue to simmer to perfection. All right, you guys, have a good night. Intellectual Radio. See you guys next week.